just happy to be here. What is up, beautiful people of the world? My name is ExZac Change, and I'm happy to be here today with my guest, Fred from GLW.
How's it going? How you doing?
It's going good. All right. So we was talking about football. We're talking about Tom Brady and talking about you being a Patriots fan.
Yeah, not really, but I mean, if we're doing friendly wagers, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna bet on them.
Well, and I mean, when you see their schedule too, you're like, oh,
exactly.
God damn,
I feel like
bro.
they're set to win. I mean, if you don't like winners, then I guess you're a loser.
You know, it's really like it's the Seahawk fans that had to feel that gut pain.
Oh my gosh, and that was just the wrong play call.
And we were all see the craziest thing is like everybody was partying. The party was just cracking. Drinks were going. Oh shit! Like we were killing it, and then all of a sudden it was just like
done.
Oh, just silent. And people are just packing up. They're just all right, guys. Like the whole vibe changed. Like we were just like devastated, bro.
It's like when you're playing Madden, you got the game won. And you're going to win, and everything's good. There's a couple seconds left, and you just fuck it up.
Oh, you fucking throw that interception. He runs it back. You fucking lose it.
You're like, why couldn't I just sit on it?
And that's what they, I think that they were thinking like, okay, they're going to expect us to run. So, we got Marshawn Lynch. They're going to expect us to run. Let's throw it.
I would just say it's our team against their team. We got Marshawn Lynch. I guess we're going to just roll with it. We're going to roll. We're going to roll with it. If they stop Marshawn Lynch, or better yet, fake handoff. Russell rolls out, touchdown.
Dude, they don't do that enough anymore. The rollout Russell
thing.
Win. They play tonight.
Hey, we'll see how many times they do it.
They play the fucking Rams, bro. So we'll see what's up, dude.
It should be a good game.
But the Rams got beat by the Buccaneers. So
they put up like 55 or disgusting.
So yeah, man, I'm excited to see that. See what happens with that shit.
What do we got right there?
This is the kendo cookies.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Oh, gang, bro. Thank you. You're welcome. Boom.
Just in time.
For you.
Thank you.
Me. Some Swishers. So yeah, we got the kendo cookies right here.
Hell yeah.
For people who don't know who you are or who GLW or what GLW is, you guys grow weed, growing like a weed. You grow some of the best weed in the state.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, GLW, growing like a weed. We're a small tier 2, all indoor, hand trimmed, pesticide free. We can't call it organic, but it's it's organic as it can get. We make all of our own soil.
So what is what's that little weird, kind of thing that won't let what is organic? I think that's just like a shit people just throw out. It's organic, but obviously it's like there's certain things that qualify or don't qualify. So what's that weird qualification?
There's synthetic nutrients and organic nutrients. Organic's going to be a slower process. Synthetic's going to be, just like it's kind of like steroids. Synthetic is just boom right there.
Okay.
And there's a lot of farms that use that. Which it's just something that we don't use. We're all about flavor, terpenes. You're going to get more terpenes from organic. Organic practices. We do beneficial teas. Nothing that's anything new. Gardening, basic gardening that has been around for years. It's just we're inside.
But it's just that cats try to skip steps and try to.
They try to make it sound good.
Pump it out faster.
Put a sticker on it, and it sells. That's what's crazy about this market. Is you can put a sticker on it and it'll sell. Which I'm not knocking it, but we don't cut any corners. Try to put out the best product we can.
Well, I think it shows because people seem to really love it, and it's. I know that one thing that's really big is the pesticide-free aspect because.
Hell yeah.
It's just. I know that's one thing that you guys really pride yourselves on is having no pesticides. And when people come into the store, they're always asking for things without pesticides. They want something clean. Like before, when you get it from your dealer, you would just show up. You'd be like, I got this. This is what you got.
Exactly. It's what do you have? And if you have a dealer that has like 2 or 3 flavors, that's the dealer that you want to deal with. And
my dealer always only had one flavor.
Exactly. So what if he came with like 3 or 4?
Yeah,
it would have been crazy. So, that's one thing with GLW is we have so many strains. Is we have over 30 strains in rotation, and we do them all. They're all unique. They're all different. So I think that's one thing that keeps us kind of above everyone else is just everyone is like sticks to one strain and they do it great, and then they just stick to that.
Yeah, they don't branch out.
Yeah, you have to evolve.
So what makes pesticide free so important besides like the obvious reasons of people don't want to inhale pesticides?
Well, I think like That's one thing, like when you say when your dealer shows up, like with one strain, like back in the day, like it wasn't a big deal because you didn't know, it wasn't, nobody really cared, you know. But that product was some of the, you know, back in the day, even like with the product that I was getting, you know, everybody's product, you don't know what they're doing to it. And you know, a lot of those people that are growing that product, they were just doing it to pay their bills.
Yep.
You know, what happens if that weed doesn't come down? Their bills don't get paid.
So they weren't worried about the
screw pesticide. I mean, they're going to use any pesticide there is.
Yeah.
I mean, I have, you know, my lead gardener at GLW, you know, he used to work at a grocery store, Kevin, and you know, I would go in there all the time, and you know, it's just that's all they would do is sell. That's how they stay open, is pesticides.
Wow.
You know, back then I would start using ladybugs and things like that. I'd have to get them from, you know, Northwest Seed and Pet. You know, the grocery store wouldn't even sell stuff like that. And that was that was like 7-8 years ago.
Wow.
So, you know, even back then, I'm trying to create a cleaner product. You know, I'm not saying that we've never used pesticides. And when we did use pesticides, we used them the right way. You know, we could pass pesticide tests, but we got to a point where we had an issue in the garden, and the only way we could beat it was with beneficial insects. So that's the way we went. And now we can stand behind, you know, clean product and don't have to worry about, you know, spraying it ever.
So you have insects that eat the insects that fuck the plants
the bad
up.
bugs. So we have beneficial insects that come in and they eat the bad bugs. And if there's no bad bugs, then they die because there's nothing for them to eat. They don't eat plant material.
Damn.
So they're done. But it's expensive if you don't know what you're doing, you know, because, you know, you're ordering the bugs, and if you have to, you know, strategically place them in the room, you know, at certain areas, and then you have to like just have everybody hands on, checking the plants every day, you know, eyes on the plants, you know, multiple people. And just if you see an issue, you have to deal with it. You can't just say, oh, we don't have issues. You know, the gardens that say they've never had an issue, they're lying. You know, I mean, that's
But that's just a front.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we don't have problems.
Yeah.
And I think another thing is like people think that growing weed is so easy. But then when you talk to people that grow weed, it's like so much attention and detail and time. Like you going to the club on a Friday night, like I got to go home and, you know, I got to make sure I got to water, I got to do all this stuff. What kind of work goes into just growing, I mean, just a few plants?
I would say hard work. It's not easy. It's hard work. I mean, here it is. Growing weed is easy if you know what you're doing.
Okay.
But you have to put in hard work. You can't cut any corners. You know, you have to keep things clean. You know, you have to, you know, stick to what you know. You know, we have a very clean facility. You know, and one thing about it is, you know, we use soil, so it's not like it's a clean, you know, it's dirty environment. You know, with dust and things like that. So we have to constantly keep it clean, and that's key. You know, a lot of places don't clean as probably as much as they should. You know, and then you get mold, you get, you know, bugs. Bugs love it dirty, you know, mold.
So then that attracts more stuff in there.
Exactly.
It just fucking snowballs.
And it all starts with just keeping it clean, you know, changing filters.
So this is all time in the game, I'm sure, of figuring out what works, what's like. Hey,
I've had every issue there is, you know, like powdery mildew, bugs, you know, everything, you know, everything that farms have failed for, we've had it. I've had it, you know, and we've had to deal with it. You know, that's the only way you're gonna get ahead.
What you got in there?
So we got right here. We have what's the first one? True OG.
Oh shit. Okay.
So True OG.
So you know, talk to me a little bit about fucking like the indica sativa thing.
Indica sativa.
And how that's like.
I think it's kind of misleading.
Yeah, and how it's kind of. I feel like even with Leafly, like when you go to their web page, like not the app but the web page. It used to be broken up into that like little square that was like purple or you know green or fucking, you know, sativa was like orange or something.
Well,
and now it's like they're like it's like terpene profile.
Exactly.
And it's like, yo, this contains these terpenes. Like everything's getting more in that direction. Because I was looking it up. I had a customer. You know, the customers are just like indica sativa, man. I need a sativa. I need a sativa. So I'm like trying to figure out, you know, I'm looking at all these damn strains, bro. I'm like, fucking Cookie Magic Johnson. I don't know what the fuck that. I don't know. It doesn't have OG in it. It doesn't have Kush in it. I don't know, you know.
So it's crazy. Well, I would say like back in the day, it was easier. Indica, sativa. That was just easier to like. That's really all they knew, you know. But now, you know, with research, you know, it really comes down to terpenes because, you know, we can have an indica, smoke it. And it can like have me like, you know, super energetic. You can have you on the couch. You can have him feeling a certain way because each terpene affects everyone different. And it's like liquor. Eventually, it should be like a liquor store. So, you know, once you find a terpene that you like, you know, and you know that strain has that terpene, then you go after that strain. You know, but now like saying like if he comes in and says, "Hey, I want a sativa," and you give him the pudding, it's probably gonna put him on his ass. He's gonna come back like, "That wasn't a sativa."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sativa. I mean, we grow it. We know how long it goes. I mean, really, the difference is indica sativa. What I've always been told from breeders is 56 days. Anything over that is leaning towards sativa. Anything before under that is an indica.
Oh.
So and that's from growing it. So
Does the weed look different?
yeah, and then but breeding now with hybrids and everything's pretty much everything's a hybrid, and there's stuff that looks like a sativa, but it'll grow like an indica. So it's crazy nowadays. So
Okay.
it does come out of terpenes.
So it's not as simple. Like back in the day, it was like, oh, this is a Durban poison. Oh, this is a fucking Granddaddy Purple. This is, and now there's so many.
And now they've just, the genetics is just crazy. Everything's been crossed, hybrids, they don't use the strongest plants. Sometimes they use mutated plants, so that's where you get these funky leaves. That's not good. I mean, you should breed the best of the best, but now it's just been crazy. But that's how you get those unique.
Okay, and that's how you get
terpenes.
new. So it like if I were like reacted to a certain terpene in a sativa way where it was uplifting, then I would be able to like go after other strains that have that terpene
Exactly.
and get that effect.
Yeah, and that's where terpenes, and that's the next step in marijuana, in rec marijuana, is terpenes, and it'll be screw the THC. Because the first thing was THC. It's all THC. 29%, 30%,
Yeah.
40%, whatever it is. Now I've went to the store and seen 12%. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, how's that sell?
Yeah.
Because now it's coming down to terpenes, because that's really where we should be. It's like if you went to the liquor store, you're not going to say, hey, I want Everclear. You're going to want, some Grey Goose.
That's true.
Or, or you want something that tastes like.
You're never looking for the highest. Like,
Hell
give me the
no.
nasty. Like, I don't care what it tastes like. Just give me the fuck. I'm just trying to get fucked
I want
up.
some you want something that tastes like, a certain flavor, or, something that tastes smooth. And that's, hey, that's GLW.
For real though, because you guys have, like you said, you have so many strains. It's like you got something for everybody. So when someone's like, "Hey man, I'm looking for this or that," I can go in the basket when I'm selling it, and I can be like, "Yo, you'll fuck with the silver tip, or I can be like, I can recommend shit." But I guess it's tough, right? Because you said everybody reacts different to everything, so it's hard to give somebody a recommendation based on what you feel until they try it.
So really what it comes down to is us. What we're working on is putting the terpenes on the jar. More information. Just like when you go to the store and buy food or anything from the store, you have as much info as you can. That's what we need. We need to have as much info on our packaging as possible. And I think that's where it'll be. That's where it'll be. Hopefully soon.
But you guys,
make your job easier.
But you guys don't put like indica sativa on it, and do you do that?
Top right there. So you have indica, sativa, hybrid. You see right there.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys, that's right. It points in the direction. That's right.
We just added that, so that's.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
That's a newer thing. We're trying. Our next step will be where this will peel back. It'll be a peel back sticker. And
Okay.
There'll be a terp wheel in here.
Oh.
And it'll highlight the terp, profile of this strain, of each strain.
Man, it's crazy to think about the science of just weed, man. Because a lot of people are just smoking weed and they're just like, "Oh, it's weed, man," and then it's just people don't realize that there's a whole science to this whole thing, man, that makes all these, and when it goes legal, federally legal, there's still so many. We were talking about like coffee shops, like having a place that you could go. And then, think of it like the liquor store thing, where it's like, "Hey, man, this is the kind of weed I want. I want a joint of it. I just want to chill. It's going to be something that helps with my, being social, or because some weed, bro, I'm fucking tripping out, dude. And I'm like I'm in public, and I'm like, I feel weird as hell. And then sometimes I can smoke and I feel good. So those that's what it is. There's different effects.
We brought all of that. I brought all of that. So this is gonna make you feel weird. This is gonna make you talk.
Okay, good. I get a little bit of everything. For real. And to be able to like pick a strain, especially when people have anxiety or they have, they got back pain or they got whatever it is that they're looking, because people come into the store and they're doing we do our best, but they're looking for something.
Yeah, and you can't really.
I can't say anything.
But the terpene, if they do their research, and the terpene, and that's why it's so key for us to get the terpenes, and let people know about the terpenes, and the sooner the better. And I think, like I said, it'll make your job easier. And when people know that that's what they're looking for, it doesn't even matter it doesn't matter what deals you have. It doesn't matter what it is. I need that terpene, and if you don't have it, then I don't give a shit. I mean, oh well, I need to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think that's what it'll be. I mean, like if you went to Walgreens and they didn't have something you needed, where you're gonna go.
You're just gonna go to a different place. You go to a fucking Rite Aid.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta find it. See ya.
Rite Aid got that shit. Yeah, I think it's that's kind of cool, man, because I'd like to be able to direct people into more of a specific direct. Like we can't obviously say anything medical to anybody, right? Like we can't say like, hey, this is gonna fix your back pain, but
yeah,
I can be like, this is like more of a in the couch, but like we're just saying, like it's hard to even give that advice. Yeah. So that's interesting.
It's a little bit down the road, but I think that it'll be there, and then like I said, make everybody's life easier, and like. The customers, they're finally getting over. I mean, a lot of them are still on it, but they're finally getting over the THC. They're starting to get kind of past that.
I feel like the people that come in that have a really tight budget, they want to see the THC. So
give me it all.
When they're like, oh, I got to get they got to get the budget shit. They're like, how much THC? Like, let me get something high because they're not. Yeah,
here, take this distillate. Go outside.
Here you go, man. 98%, bro. Take it. And honestly, that's a fucking good idea. I mean, yeah. But they want flour, and then I'm showing them the budget shit, and I'm like,
they're like, oh, I can get this ounce for $20. I'll take 3 of them.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, man. I remember ounces was like $2.80. Like it was a $2.80 ounce.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It is. And then at the same time, you have all these stores. Everybody's competing. I mean, and you want to sell. If a customer comes into your store, you need to sell them weed. I mean, that's the job. I mean, if they walk out without buying, I feel like you haven't done your job.
No, because people do come in looking for something specific. They'll be like, people will come in and they'll be like, yo, I'm looking for some candy cake, fucking something. I saw it on Leafly, man. They didn't say you had it, but I just really want it. Yeah, and I'm just like, then you got to try to find that customer something comparable. But there's so much fucking good weed. There's so much good weed, bro. Everybody's growing good weed. Not everybody, but good looking weed at least.
I think good looking stuff.
There's a lot more to that though.
I hate when it's good looking, and it looks amazing, and then you pull it out and it has no smell, or even if it like has a smell and it tastes like matches.
So what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah. Like how do you achieve something that looks so beautiful?
Nutrients, synthetic nutrients.
So it's just like a pretty
hydro
shell, but there's just nothing in there.
Yeah, it's like it's just super frosty, bag of peel.
But it just lost all the terps is pretty much what it is. Like there's no terpenes in there to give it any kind of flavor.
I mean, I feel like, have you ever had a garden outside?
Mm-hmm.
And do you see has your garden tasted better than the grocery store?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, I feel like you have to have the soil, you have to have the worm castings, and that's one thing that a lot of these, hydro doesn't have. We, like I said, we make our own soil with live red wigglers in our soil, so that is key, for flavor, just like, and I say that's like the biggest difference right there.
Because this shit's fire, bro. And I love, because I'm a connoisseur, so people come in and you get to see the whole spectrum.
Yeah,
you see the whole spectrum of people that are like, dude, I got $10, man. I'm trying to get an eighth, and you're just like, fuck, dude. I mean,
that ain't work today.
We can get you. I'll get you out of here with a gram. I could get you out. I'll try to pitch them on that too, right? I'll be like, I'll get you a gram of some fire.
Yeah.
For that, and it's like, no, I need 1/8. It's like, all right. And then you got the people that come in and they're like, I can sell them the fire, because I go to the fire every time, because that's me. I'm a connoisseur. I'm just looking all day. I'm like shuffling through those jars and I'm just admiring shit, and then I'm like putting it in a bag for later, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna test this. I feel like as the coolest fucking job is being able to just like test shit out and be like,
well, it doesn't matter if they don't have money or not. I mean, if they have money, if you give them some good weed, they're gonna appreciate that shit. Like if they got $10 and you give them some good weed, they're gonna be like, man, that shit was good.
But I guess the point is like some people are looking for that quality, and some people are just looking for quantity.
Yeah, exactly. You have the two different customers.
Like, yeah.
And then you have some bargain shoppers. They're gonna try to shop around. And that's why I feel like with vendor days, when we have vendor days and we do the eighths for $25, you get a quarter for $50. I mean, that's a fucking great deal.
You get a quarter of GLW for $50.
Exactly.
So that's the fucking.
What else do you want?
So you guys, how long have you been a farm?
Well, we've been
official.
We've been official rec farm for 5 years. We're coming up on our 5-year anniversary. Next year in, I believe, April. August. August will be our 5-year anniversary. We've been growing weed a long time. Always been in the weed industry. I've been in weed since 13 years old. So,
been in the weed industry before it was an industry.
Exactly. It's great. I love it. I sold weed in high school. It was amazing.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that, bro. Tell me about where'd you grow up at?
Right here.
Right here in Spokane?
I went to Ferris High School.
Oh shit, dude. How old are you?
38.
38. And went to Ferris High School.
Yep.
Damn, bro. High school was a crazy time for me, bro.
It was a crazy time for me too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about it a little bit.
I was trying to get paid. I mean, that's what.
You just hustling?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've always been trying to hustle. I came from the racetrack horse racing, and that's like that's all it is hustling. You're betting on horses. It's just money. You're young. I grew up. I was raised there. Like a little kid. So I'm betting on horses at 12, 13 years old.
Wow.
So
holy shit.
So gambling's nothing. I mean, at that age.
Is there a horse track around here?
There used to be. It's called Playfair Racetrack. It was right down on the east side. Right off Sprague. It was amazing. It was great.
Oh really? And what? And then they just got rid of it.
In like '99, it was last year they had it in '99. Yeah, but we used to go there as kids. Just imagine being kids and gambling. Shit is crazy.
That is crazy.
Because I would just ask, I knew everybody there, so I could just ask them, hey, can you make this bet for me? And they would make the bet.
You just a little kid.
Yeah.
Just what, 13, 15?
Yeah, shit, I was there since I was born there. There's pictures of me on a horse when I was a baby, and all the way till I was 18, 19.
Because your family had you there and shit?
Yeah, because my grandpa trained horses. That's what I should be doing, is training horses. Like my grandpa.
Because you've been doing that your whole life?
Yeah, I used to be around the horses every morning, 5 o'clock in the
morning. You don't
have
any right now?
No, hell no. No horses. No horses.
No horses yet.
No horses yet. But I mean, I think that's the thing that that's helped us out at GLW is we got the same mentality. It's 7 days a week. Obviously people don't work 7 days a week, but the garden is 7 days a week. The plants, they don't know it's the weekend. They don't know it's Christmas.
Yeah.
They don't know any of that. They know that they need water. So, so we have people in there every day. And I think that's what kind of separates us. We hand water everything. And, that just that hard work, like I said, that you can taste it.
Yeah, you can. And it's just like a consensus. Like people, being in the store and shit is cool. People just they just praise you guys all the time, dude. And yeah, man, that's super cool to actually get to chop it up with you, man. Because I don't think we've really had an opportunity to sit down and actually kick it. But we've said what's up and smoked in passing and shit like that. So
yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. I'm glad you invited me on. Thank you.
Yeah, man. And so you was kind of hustling and
at the racetrack selling weed. I was actually selling brown weed, or I was selling. I had some brown weed, and then I started pushing some some shit, some green weed.
So you started off on that budget shit, just try to flip it, make some money.
Bullshit. It was $60 an ounce, and I'd
and you sell it to
sell it to anybody to buy it.
Yeah.
It was funny because I would sell to some guys that worked there, and they're like, "It's green," and I'm like, "Yeah," because they're used to brown weed. So it's
like, "Hey, man, it's got color."
I buy an ounce and make 28 grams, 28 dub sacks.
Dude, the way I would hustle would be I would I would just want to find somebody. I knew somebody that had some weed for just $130 an ounce or something, and then I would find somebody that wants an ounce, and I could get them to pay $200.
That's it.
And I just try to do that 3 times in a day, and I just had to just exchange hands,
just hand it off.
And that was the easy hustle for a second stream. But then when everything got recreational, it was weed is just everywhere. It's everybody can get it. When there was you can make money. When you can corner the market, right? And there's not a lot of just when prohibition or something like that happens, motherfuckers are gonna start being able to open game. If you got it, you can sell it, you can hike the price up, you
everything.
Can
It was a great time. It was an amazing time. I loved it.
And then you didn't need a license. You could literally just start.
Yeah, no. When the dispensaries were around, I mean, there would be times that I need some money to go to Seattle. I just go drop a quarter pound off, $600, real fast. Shout out to THCBD. They used to have a Lilac City, a little dispensary right there. Making money.
Really?
I used to love that. That was good times.
What is this?
That one is
Oh my God, it's probably like
That's the
fucking
pudding.
3 grams of pudding.
That's the pudding, and then we got pink taco. Pudding, I love that. That's Girl Scout cookies and Star Killer, one of my favorites.
I haven't had the Star. I don't think I've had Star Killer.
Star Killer's funk. He puts that gas on anything.
Holy fuck, dude. Anything cookies though. Girl Scout cookies is fucking bomb, bro. What's your favorite? What's some of your favorite strains?
I would say my favorite strain.
Or I would say like growing up, like not now because obviously
my favorite strain growing up, blueberry. That old school blueberry.
Yeah.
I used to pay. Used to give my money, $3.20 a zip, front my money to somebody. They would go get it, bring me back. Probably
Just
a short ounce, probably like 26 grams.
But it was that. It was fire.
Little ass nugs, tasted like blueberries, like blueberry muffins. Smelled like blueberries. It was amazing. I love it. That and Bubba Kush, I would say those two are like.
Yeah, I love Bubba Kush, dude.
Kush.
The
I used
effect.
I used to just front my money for those, I know one guy used to get like at one time because it wasn't around, he got up to $40 for 1 gram of Bubba Kush. It's just crazy.
Because when you want it, that's the thing is when people want it.
Yeah, when you want it,
will charge anything.
Exactly.
They're like, how bad you want it?
Yeah. Right? So we have the Bubba still. We've had the Bubba forever. We've had it for like the last 12 years, and we paid $5. My buddy, my partner, he paid $5,000 for the cut way back in the day. And we still have it. It's at GLW. It's fire. It's flame. But the blueberry, we're looking for it. We got a pack of beans actually from DJ Short. He's the one that has the DJ Short's blueberry. Mm-hmm. We met him over at Hempfest. Kevin and I, we smoked a joint with him. We bought a pack of seeds from him. So we got a couple of those going at GLW. We'll see if it makes it. If not, it is what it is.
Yeah. So when you get seeds, that's kind of crazy too in the game. It's like you don't know. Like it might work out, it might not.
Yeah, you don't know. But that's a lot. Okay, that's one thing that kind of separates us is like some farms will get a strain and then keep it just because it's hype, because of the lineage, whatever. Mm-hmm. But if it's not good, it's not good. You got to get rid of it. You got to destroy it.
Okay.
So we only keep the fire. We've had a lot of great strains with great names, great lineage. Just wasn't nothing, so we just destroy that shit.
So it's got to pass the test.
It's got to look good, smell good, taste good, get you. After that, it's gonna get you high. After that, I don't even give a fuck if it gets you high.
This is the pudding. This is what we're smoking right now. Yeah. The pudding, bro. Because you know what else I noticed is that you guys got the fucking. I feel like you're only required to do just the sticker. Is that right? Like just the sticker, but you guys do both. You do the sticker and the fucking. Yeah. Keep it extra fresh. Because the homie I work with, he was like, he said he was like, man, I got this fucking the Ferrari Fume that was like. That was from like 2000, like harvest date was 2018. He opened it up and the terps were still like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like some with the packaging just keeps it fresh. Like more fresh.
Yeah, that seal right there. I think that's huge right there.
Because I've seen some people that'll have just this.
Yeah.
And then no seal.
Yeah.
And then some people that have like they don't have this, but they have the seal.
No, it's trying to keep it fresh for the consumer. So with us, you're gonna come up for a tour, so you'll see it. But with us is when you see the buds and you see the hairs intact, that's how we want you to get the consumer to get the bud. We don't want the buds to look like they've been through a machine or trimmed or formed. Mm-hmm. We want you to have the hair still going off to the side and shit like that. That's what we want.
That bed head, dude, on that fucking shit. Sure. That waking up that crazy ass hair.
Yeah, so that's what we want. So if we can get that, to the consumer, sure, we're winning. That's what we need.
God damn, bro, because I guess I just really like the terps. I like that being more of a focus than THC percentages and shit. And that really shows too from all the people that have big misconceptions that everybody is smoking weed to just get fucked up and just be lazy. Fucked up. There's so much more to this. Just like you're fucking swishing goddamn wine around and smelling it. And,
exactly.
There's so much more.
So much more. And I think that's what the misconception. They just think that weed, people that smoke weed are lazy. Or just don't. That's the biggest misconception there is. It's like shit. People that I know smoke weed, they get shit done.
Or it's like, what terpene you on, bro? Sometimes I get lazy. I got a terpene for that, bro. When I'm trying to watch, this marathon, I might fucking just hit that one. And, and that's what's beautiful about it is that they have these different effects that you can get when you can pin down the science and really show that to people. Dude, I want to get shit done. Dude, I'll smoke the Durban Poison or something like that.
Yep.
And that shit'll, it'll keep me up and creative and like,
Yep.
and then there's some shit that will like stick me. Like I'll just be like, whoa.
Have you smoked that Durban Limes?
Mm-mm.
So it's Durban Poison crossed with Black Lime Reserve.
That's your guys' strain?
Funk, yeah. Yeah, funk.
Why the fuck I haven't even heard of that.
And that's so fire.
That's out there in stores right now?
It's a small batch happened, or came through, and now you'll see some more. We got another strain that's just about to hit. It's called Lemontini. It smells like straight, like lemons, straight lemons. Lemontini. Yeah, wait till you see when you see the logo on the packaging. It's crazy. So it's gonna be it'll be a big seller, and December you'll see more of that than probably anything from GLW.
What did you guys start with? Like, what was the first strain?
So when we came into GLW, we brought in like 4 or 5 strains, and everything else was popped from seed. And we brought in Silvertip, we brought in Bubba, Afghan, Platinum Girl Scout cookies. What else did we bring?
And so that was when you first started. Those were the strains that were available.
No, that's what. And I had a ton of. I used to sell seeds. So before all this happened, I used to sell beans, and it was crazy because it was like right before it was just like meant to be. So I got all these seeds from all the from this company, and then met a lot of people, and we had just tons of different seeds. So we brought in over 1,500 different seeds. Popping beans left and right. The pink taco, that was a seed. Pudding was a seed. We brought the gooey. So the gooey, we brought that in. That was a clone that we brought in.
Bro, the hairs on the gooey, dude.
I love that strain. The funk from the gooey. And you know what? There's one thing when it smells, when it tastes like it smells. What else do you want? It doesn't matter what even if it's like a shitty taste, if it's shitty taste and it smells like that, or if it's like a gas and it tastes. I mean, that's what you want. Or
if it's matching.
Exactly.
And that's why the name is cool. Like, some people just be getting fucking stupid with the names, bro.
Stupid. And see, that's one thing about with us is we're trying to have the real legit name. Like we sold a clone of GLW's Diesel. We sold a clone to a farm for $1,000, one clone. And they were like, "Do you want us to change the name?" I said, "Hell no, call it exactly what it is."
What we got, yeah.
And like,
if I sell you a fucking dog, bro, you better keep that dog's name the name I fucking named it, bro. Don't fucking go fucking naming my dog. Dude, so they got this oil, because I see all these fucking weird names, bro. They got this oil is fucking called Mystery Mouth. You know what I mean? Like, they just could do some crazy ass names, bro.
Crazy. So what's funny is like, okay, so like the pink taco. So everybody's like, So the thing about the pink taco is I popped a variety pack of seeds. It was 5 seeds in it. I got 2. The Fruit Loops was one. And that's, I don't know if you smelled that one. That's like Blue Dream Cross, and super fruity. And then the pink taco's the other one.
Wait, which one was the first one you said?
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. That's Blue Dream and what?
Blue Dream. We don't even know the cross because it came from variety pack because seed breeder I dealt with. So anyway, completely different. The first time we got this one, and we don't go off numbers, but the first time we got this tested was 27% THC. The first time we got the Fruit Loops tested was 31. And but it is
God
what it is.
Damn, bro.
Super, super high, and they're completely different. But the reason we named the Fruit Loops was because that's what it smelled like. The reason we named it the pink taco is because when you see it growing, it's pink, and it like starts to taco up from the trichome production. So that's how it got its name. So people don't even know, like, they think
is this guy just pink taco? He's just trying to make up funny names and shit.
People don't even realize. And a lot of these other names that we have, like I can't even think of like like the Black Jesus. That was Black Mountain Kush and Jesus OG. It's like, what else would you? What
else are you gonna call it?
Shit,
yeah. Sometimes it just does it. It does it for you.
Exactly. So, but a lot of times, like Cookie Puss, the breeder came up with that name. The Cookie Magic Johnson, the breeder came up with that name. So we keep the names the same.
Yep.
The only time we ever name a strain is when it doesn't have a name. Like if a strain comes to market and you just put the cross, it's not gonna sell. You gotta at least have a name for it. So like sometimes we'll ask like bud tenders, to come up with a name, or whatever.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, shit. If they can help sell it, shit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because the name, if you're gonna get some sweet cheese or something like that, it's kind of like what you're gonna get, and then sometimes it's just like a fucking name of a.
Exactly.
I've been seeing a lot of Purple Punch.
We had some Purple Punch crosses that they didn't work out, so we axed them. We got a strain that we actually the first in-house the GLW bred. It was the Fruit Loops crossed with the Cookie Puss male, and we call it Peach Fuzz. And
yeah.
It is super funky.
Yeah.
So that we named stuff like that. We named that one. But
those
I mean,
pre-rolls, everybody loves those pre-rolls, bro. Give me that fucking peach fuzz.
Safety
meeting,
That
bro.
People, hey, safety meeting. I don't know how people love that strain. They fucking love it. It has no smell. It has no fucking smell at all.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's one of the best looking strains.
Beautiful.
But it has no. I'm like, it doesn't smell like anything. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's one of the strains we were talking about. Like, just it's super fucking. It looks beautiful, but it just doesn't look like anything.
That's crazy, man. But it still hits. That's the thing.
Yeah,
sometimes it's just. I guess that's nature, man. Sometimes you just fucking, not everything's going to be skunky. Not everything's going to have a real pungent smell. That Tropicana cookies, that shit is like, it's just, goddamn, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I smelled them, like, oh.
We haven't, no, I've smelt it. I've smelt it, and that was a strain that I would love to grow, but we don't bring clones in. We don't even, if we could get some seeds somehow, we would definitely, but yeah. I love that smell. And see, when I come across strains, I'm like, yeah, we'd love to grow that. We just got some. We're starting some MAC, some Miracle. Alien cookies. We got that going. So,
wait, what does that stand for?
Miracle Alien cookies.
Oh, MAC. Yeah. Yeah, I've had some of that
going. I heard that's got like some funk to it, so it's like some fruity funk to it. So we'll see what happens with that.
I think the funk sells. It's kind of weird because it seems like a lot of people are getting away from flour. Like as I'm in the shop and shit, people are getting away from flour, and they're like, they're getting more towards the oil and shit. Like they're like, flour is like I gotta do so much, I gotta inhale all this like, they're not like old school. So you got all these new school cats are like, nope, over here, man, to the dabs. And you guys have oil, don't you?
We have oil. We send some our material out to a lot of the processors that are killing it in the game, and they'll run it for us. And I mean, it's a good, something good to put on the market. We like to sell flour. You get paid off. You make the most money off selling top buds. Mm-hmm. And if we can sell, grams, eighths, quarters, that's what we want to do. But we do have some oil.
Pre-rolls, bro.
Pre-roll.
Picking them pre-rolls up, bro.
Pre-rolls move. At that price point, they move.
Fucking bro, but they ain't getting these Fred rolled fucking pre-roll. These are different,
These are a little bit fatter, right?
Fuck, dude. You just handed me one, bro. Weighed my hand down. I was like, I had to use a little extra muscle.
So we have the pink taco going last. This one's probably gonna. I mean, like I tell people, it's funny because they're like, oh, it didn't smell like I expected it, or it didn't taste. It's like, man, it gets you fucking high. That's what it does. It gets you high, So. Super. It's an indica. This is stony.
He's gonna put us down with the indica on this last one right here. What do you
Whoa.
Damn, bro. What do you reckon of this? What do you reckon? What do you make of this whole vape cartridge thing? This whole Governor Inslee.
I mean, I think it's well, like the whole synthetic terpene thing. When I first saw it, I was like, it's not regulated. It doesn't matter what you do, what it is. It has to be regulated. If you're not paying taxes on certain things, they're gonna shut the shit down. So I think that what they're doing is they're coming through. They're just trying to regulate it because it was getting out of control. They're gonna come. They want to regulate it. Mm-hmm. They, obviously the government always wants to do their own fucking thing.
Of course.
So they're gonna come in and do because there was a lot of like small mom and pop, companies in this vape juice stuff. I mean, there was a lot. And
so now they're all getting shut down.
Yeah.
Damn.
Everything.
You knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean,
God damn. The people can't have shit.
I know. But you can smoke cigarettes. You can buy all that shit. But all those little boxes, that shit is gone.
But still, like there's no like little cigarette shops. I mean, I guess you got fucking gas stations, but you got to have everything. You can't just be I mean, you got even like smoke shops are probably going out of business, bro. Like you just get your shit on Amazon or something. People can just gonna ship you some fucking cigarettes or just send you some
shit. Go to Idaho. It's cheaper.
Fuck, dude. Because I try to think about how a smoke shop, like that seems like something that would eventually fade. Like somewhere you go in, they got glass. I don't know, man. I hope that shit just keeps coming because that's like a whole art in itself. Like blowing glass and like
blowing. I love it.
But I go into culture. I go to Peace of Mind, bro, and I'm like, I see this shit they got, bro. It's like, damn, it's like a fucking $1,200 piece. Like, I'm just like, holy shit.
It's fucking nuts, man. I remember back when like glass, really like even heady glass, $400 or $500 at the most. now like shit, you're just getting into something of that 400 or 500, so it's just crazy,
bro. And that's so risky. That's a risky investment for me.
Fuck yeah, it's like don't touch it.
Because I
Don't
do.
don't touch it. That's why I
Dude.
try to go with I try to go with some local people that are starting out. I know a couple of people that are doing it that are killing it. I know a kid named Hunter down in Wicked Glass. He's killing it. He's been making us a lot of pieces for GLW. We have a lot of pieces. We have that pink taco piece that I don't know if you ever seen that. The pink taco rig. It looks like the shirt. The design on the shirt.
Yeah.
It's like wrapped around the rig in the glass. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, we have that one. We have another one that has like the GLW
That's an oil rig,
rig.
dude. So what do you? All right, like what does Fred smoke out of?
I smoke oil. I smoke flour.
But like, what do you smoke out? Like, so you have a rig, obviously, but then
rigs,
do you hit the bong? Do you roll a blunt? Do you,
joints? These
lot of
joints
right here.
And out of the dab rig for sure.
Not one of these has ran. Not one.
Not one. Right, hold on. These are right.
Not one. People, for the record.
Hey, so
Yeah.
So what do you smoke? What do you smoking?
I'm usually, God, dude. I've been trying to get into dabs, bro. I didn't even want you to see my rig, bro. I didn't even want you to see my fucking my banger's all black and shit. It's all fucked up.
You have to learn.
I gotta learn. I don't know what I'm doing, bro.
So I bought a banger at Hempfest, right? And it hasn't even gotten fucked up. So I feel like I'm winning right now.
Yeah.
I'm like went that long, so I'm like I've learned.
Like I don't know how hot to get it. I don't know how long to let it cool. But I'm just like fuck.
So you go buy a new one. Okay, go buy it. Oh, you fucked it up. No, it's all good. We're good. Hey, so go buy a new one. So you got to start brand new, and then you want to heat it up. Heat it up. You don't ever want to heat it up where it's red. If you heat it up where it's red, it's too damn long.
Okay.
So you just want to heat it up where it's like I'd say like for 30, 45 seconds.
Okay.
And then you want it to cool down for a minute. So cool down for a minute and then hit it.
See, I always thought that I had to heat it up until it got red.
That's why your
All
shit's
right.
black.
There we go.
That's where, and then you always want to make sure you clean it out, or you burn all the shit off. Otherwise, you're gonna have your shit black.
Okay.
And that's like, I mean, if you're
It's that
spending
etiquette right there.
I mean, if you're just spending money on oil, because oil is expensive, unless you're just spending shitty ass oil.
No, it's expensive.
Exactly. So you want it to taste good, right? Or you got to clean your rig. Always clean your rig. It's disgusting. I went to a few places, and the rigs are just what's growing in that fucking thing.
Shit, dude, you don't want to hit that.
Nah, you gotta have it clean. I mean, what's the point?
Yeah. No, there's nothing better than a clean rig. Like, I wanted to get a bong, dude, because I like that, like, be able to really appreciate how it tastes, the flavor, right? Yeah. But it's just, that's one of those things where.
Shit, we got lucky. I went to that comedy show, dope show, and they give away bongs, and I won one there.
What?
And then we did a Respect My Region party in Seattle or in Tacoma or Seattle. It was it was before their West Coast weed tour, and it was for Hempfest, and we would get a big ass huge bong was given to us, GLW. So we have two like super nice bongs.
Damn, they just gave it to you?
Yes.
Like a dude.
But
damn.
this bong from Respect My Region, it's like a 5-way perk. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking nuts. So always gotta have nice stuff to smoke out of.
Yeah, man, I'd be rolling a lot of blunts and joints.
So Swishers, is this what you...
I don't usually like giving these flavors. I don't really like the flavors and shit. I like to, but yeah, Swishers usually. But it's bad, bro. I think it's just because it's like deep down, I'm still like a cigarette smoker.
Yeah.
Holding on to that little bit of tobacco.
Should get you high, man.
Yeah, but it's fucking horrible for you, dude.
When I was a kid, I used to have the 5-packs all the way around my wall.
You just had them all up on the wall and shit?
Around my room. Shit, that was bad.
Damn, a lot of blunts, man. I remember, when you were a kid, bro, you're like so much more active.
I know.
Out getting it, we would like smoke a blunt and then just play basketball for like an hour and just be like dripping sweat, but just our eyes are just beating. You're just like coming down from being, it's just so crazy, bro.
Nah, man, I could twist up a blunt. I remember one time I had to take all the roaches and twist them, and we didn't have a cigar. and take all the roaches and make it a blunt paper.
That second generation, the second generation blunt, dude. You take all the roaches. Damn, bro. Remember like scraping a pipe and like smoking the resin out of it. God damn, those are some fucking dark times.
My buddy's mom, she used to have the pipe where you put the bud in the middle, the metal pipe.
Oh yeah,
metal pipe, and you put the bud in the middle, smoke for a while, and then you take. I'm like, that shit is disgusting. Oh man, I remember like back in the day, we used to have the swishers, but this is back before any flavor swisher, and we take like just chocolate and just barely put that shit on and let it dry and smoke that shit like.
Wait, you would put chocolate on it?
Yeah, chocolate. Like, just like from like the Hershey chocolate.
And then they came out with the chocolate. They're like, all right, man. All right, good idea, Fred.
But that shit would burn, and it would like fucking if it got on your skin, that'd burn the fuck out. It was like fucking tar.
Oh my god! So you'd have heated up fucking chocolate, smoking. Damn, bro, y'all were fucking inventing shit. Damn, bro. You were just destined to fucking create some fucking fire ass shit.
Yeah, we had to, man. We were trying to. We tried to. Came a long ways. Now it's cool when we're doing vendor days and we like I see somebody that I used to sell weed to and they're coming in to buy weed, so I like it. And like, man, he's been selling weed for a long time, so I love it.
Bro, I don't even know where I am right now. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I'm completely fucking like.
Hey, aren't the Seahawks playing right now?
They are playing right now.
They are? What's the score of that game? Hold on.
No, we don't know. We don't know. Don't grab it. Don't look that up, sir.
It could be sad. It could be a sad.
I got it DVR'd.
Podcast.
I'm gonna watch it from the beginning, okay? And I'm gonna fucking.
They showed Gurley walking in. He's looked like he was ready.
Man, they got that young coach too.
I can't believe they got Clowney. Oh my god.
Bro, we got fucking Pete Carroll, son. Pete Carroll don't fuck around, bro.
You know where they fucked up? They should have got Antonio Brown before all that shit happened.
He's not even working, right?
I know he's not working, but hey, that would have been the team for him. That's they need
Seahawks.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd have been dope, huh?
Hey.
He's a wide receiver, right?
He's done. He's nothing.
Damn. Yeah, he's a public figure now.
He's unemployed.
Yeah, but when you're famous, are you ever really unemployed? I mean, you're probably just getting paid like just to post a fucking Instagram an Instagram post.
Depends. Shit, I already lost the sponsors. When you lose your sponsors, unless you got some real estate or something like that.
What did he do? What did he do? They got him all. Like, I don't really know the story that much.
Shit, it was just what was it? It was just acting out on social media. I think. I mean, he got let go from the Raiders. You know, they let him go. And
that's right. So he was on social media, and what did he do? Like talk shit about the coach, or
he was talking about the coach. He, I think his like feet were messed. He was missing like training camp. Because his feet.
Practice.
Yeah,
his fucking practice.
Helmet, he was saying that his helmet wouldn't work. But he was like, I guess he was getting $15 million for if he could use that same helmet. So yeah.
What the fuck?
My helmet doesn't work too. I need this other helmet. So
damn.
So his endorsement on the helmet, I understand that. I mean, shit. So he actually had to like find a helmet that was like 12 years old, and they would. That's what's crazy that they let people use. You know what's crazy about all this shit is you think that they're out here playing, NFL, and they're playing like the newest everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like Brady's playing in the same fucking pads he's played with since like college.
Like why don't they get him? Like you would think that he's being like the fucking Gucci of pads, bro. He'd have the Louis Vuitton pads.
He needs that same shit that he's just comfortable as fuck. Like it's like it's
like a part of him.
Exactly.
Like damn, that's fucking.
So same thing with Antonio Brown with his helmet. They weren't gonna let him, like his helmet was messed up, and they wanted him to switch helmets to the new helmet, which everybody switched, and he was getting $15 million to stay with his old helmet.
Wow, dude, that's a crazy game, bro. You talking about me doing $15 million for some fucking helmets?
But he lost I think it was like $40 million this year just being stupid. Okay, this is what it came down to. This is what I was listening to the interview. They said that all he had to do was go to work. So all you have to do is go to work and just
show up
and just be respectful at work. Just be a normal person at work, and you're gonna get $40 million. What's wrong with that?
And then he just fucked that off. And got fired.
Yeah. So he can say what he wants, but that's all he had to do is go to work.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. Man, I'll show up to work for $40 million, but some people just have different lives, man. Some people are just jaded to the way life really is. I mean, that 40, you could have showed up, given that $40 million to somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like allegations and shit coming out about him, but I mean, shit, it's It's fucked up.
It's a lot of allegations, bro.
Yeah, we'll see.
People allegedly doing a lot of shit.
Everybody's
doing some shady shit.
Everybody's doing something.
Allegedly. All right, man. Fred, it's good having you,
man,
dude.
Thanks for having me here, man. Appreciate it, man. I had a good time. I'm high. I hope you're high.
Where can people find your weed?
All Cinders. You can find it. You can find GLW at All Cinders. Apexes. All Apexes. All Satori's.
Okay. Any on like the west side?
Clear Choice. Evergreen Market.
Okay.
Bud Hut. We're in about 60 stores. I mean,
dope. Okay. Yeah.
We're
most
out
stores.
We're out there. Yeah, most stores. I mean, Satori's. So yeah, just ask
just
for
Washington though, right?
Yeah, just Washington.
Cool.
Yeah, and then hopefully one day we'll be shipping this out from Washington to other states. That's what we want. But you have to come up for the tour, man. And once you see everything, you'll know why it tastes like this.
Fucking stoked, bro. I'm excited, bro. Fuck. Fred from GLW, everybody.
Hey, man, thank you.
Peace.
Yo, I'm just happy to be here.
So yeah, we got the Kendo cookies right here.
We got another strain that's just about to hit. It's called Lemontini.
Fucking chocolate.
Silver Tip.
Durban Poison.
Bubba.
Granddaddy Purple.
Afghan.
Easy Hustle.
Platinum Girl Scout cookies.
Fuck it. Yo, we got fucking Pete Carroll, son.
And then hit it.